We're here, friends. We made it. It's time for the Germining. I'm very excited. I've been waiting for this. I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful time, just full of pie and our loved ones, and spending a nice night with the town down by the river, enjoying a lovely bloom festival. And nothing could possibly go wrong at the factory regarding sabotage or anything treacherous like that. It's just going to be a good night. No one that will go off without a hitch. I'm absolutely sure of it. So why don't we just all sit back, enjoy ourselves, and try to survive these, the worst of times. The sun is going down, and the entire town, almost, of Sunburst Falls is headed to the river, the blackened vein, for the Germining. There are people with tin vuvuzelas blasting them off. There's two girls riding their chicken two-legged horses, like around throwing flowers. Almost everyone is carrying some type of enormous baked good as everyone makes their way down. I think everyone has finally now made their way down to the river. It seems like. Let's see. This would be newest to you. So for River, as you join the whole Criminds family running down to the river, you see hundreds of people like spread out in either direction along the coast of the Blackened Vein. And as they're all like gathering, everyone's like cheering. There's every 2 seconds there's some far distance away from you, as the vuvuzelas just go off periodically with the sun going down. It is you and Faena and Sarah and Torfiel and Glyndon, your brother, who has brought a pristine peach pie.
Of course he has.
It looks perfect. Professionally made. It looks professionally made. You know he made it.
Suck up.
Seeing your tone, your mother just looks at you and just like, are you going to have an attitude today?
What do you mean, Mother?
Mm-hmm.
I'm perfectly fine.
I expect you to be perfectly happy. This is a fun event.
I am perfectly happy.
Good.
Hurrah.
Hurrah!
See, River gets it.
River, this is going to be an exciting day. I don't want you to feel weirded out by the celebrations. Just enjoy it.
I'll do my best.
There's pie.
I think pie smells good.
You like pie. You like
I like pie.
pie.
How many beers have you had today?
Enough.
It's fine.
That was Ben asking.
Oh.
How many beers has River had today?
At least 2.
At least, I think probably at least 3.
You started out
You
in the morning.
had at least mine and yours with Faedan when we met.
That's true.
So you've had at least 2. Did you have any more?
I think I probably found my way into at least one more.
As all the families, everyone's gathering along the river bank, which isn't necessarily like a sandy beach. It's more like you've got like a small coast, and then it's up into like grass and trees, because the forest, the Duende forest, leads all the way up to the edge of the Blackened Vein. And so as everyone's like piling up, Torfiel, your father's putting out a large blanket, and you see a woman that you've met once before, a blonde woman with some type of elvish descent, coming to join all of you as Muriel Hassler comes down. Is like, she's all excited. She's like, I've missed this. This is so much fun. I love it. I love it. Faena, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm good. I've had several of these. She's like holding a glass of wine. She's like, it's a good night.
Happy Germining.
Happy Germining. We didn't actually get names introduced. I'm Muriel Hofstetter. Muriel Hessler.
Miriam, nice to meet you. I'm River.
River!
Yes.
Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
Of course.
Mrs. Hassler was just is a good friend of the family.
Yes. And your mother invited me to sit with you all.
Oh, did she? How kind of her.
Yes.
How sweet. How wonderful.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
So, and everyone's like sitting down. She's like, have you heard from Phoebus?
And at this point, you, River, would see that Faena gets a little inwardly drawn and sad inside, but it's just enough that, only few people would notice it. Like, Muriel might notice it, but you would notice it. I haven't heard a thing. Have you heard anything?
Letters, a few. Once a month he's able to send a message out, but it's once a month, so not a lot. I just wondered if perhaps you'd heard anything.
No.
I'm sure there's stuff about being in a war zone that you don't want to tell your mum, and so I was wondering if you'd heard anything.
I haven't received anything besides the letters you've brought.
Yes, no, that's fair. I just thought I'd ask. It's a fun night. I just,
Yeah, of course. Should we get more wine?
It's lovely. And she sees the pie that Glennon brought, and she's like, that's pristine. Gorgeous.
Of course it is.
Across the way, a little further out, we see a large family of Earth Genasi. Everyone, including I'm assuming your whole family's there.
I assume everyone except for my dad.
I don't see why not. I don't see why your dad wouldn't be there.
Physically?
I mean, if you put him in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Or would you not have brought him?
And
in that case, who's watching him?
I guess I would have brought him over, but it probably wouldn't have been me. It would have been one of my brothers, because I was talking to Faedan.
Yeah, someone did. I meant you, the family. Because I think your father definitely, being at this event with all the stuff going around, I think your father's not as aggressive as he was perhaps earlier.
I don't want to, take him away from things, which will increase the aggravated nature of his condition.
He seems kind of docile.
That's
just
great.
watching things wrapped up in a large blanket. But yeah, he's relatively relaxed.
Just keep him away from pitchers of water.
Yeah, that's fair. And then obviously Cliff is there with his well done.
Is it like a nice looking pie, or is it...
Well, I meant well done as in toasty.
Okay.
But it's not burned.
Not burned.
Not burned. He succeeded.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Did it.
Give me a perception check.
No. But okay. That is 13.
Kaya's hands are too close to another horn.
Oh.
You see your little 6-year-old like going off to like grab another vuvuzela from someone who's not paying attention to it.
I look at that and I say, Kaya, do you want some candy?
Yeah, like immediately, completely forgotten about the horn.
Yeah.
What kind? What candy?
Well, let's go find something. There could be like some
Okay.
kettle corn or
Off.
lollipops.
Already running.
Yep. I traded one thing for another, but this is fine.
Yeah, you are running through, chasing a small child through a festival. Well, through really like there's not like booths or stuff. So really, it's more like an enormous picnic, as everyone's brought out blankets and baskets and all these stuff, and like every young man between the ages of like 14 and mid-20s has brought an enormous baked good. As is per tradition. And not everyone here is with family. Not everyone here has not everyone here has young men of an unmarried age. But some of them are just folks who wandered over from the bar. So as we see a small group of barflies with Dakota and Jeremiah and Faedan, did you guys bring a blanket or anything? Or
No.
just hanging.
Nope. Especially not like Faedan wouldn't bring a blanket. I don't think.
That's fair.
He's just there to moral support, essentially. He'd rather be at home, probably.
Just feeling the vibes.
What is going through Faedan's head as you like look at all of these people celebrating like light and life and the blooming of flowers and this whole tradition?
It's more. It's happier than you would think. It's something where there's very few things that takes Faedan's mind off of stuff that goes on in his brain, and this is one of those things where it feels good, it feels happy, it feels joyous, as much as Faedan can experience it right now. So
That's great. I mean, Dakota wanders over. You guys are all like, there's no, unless you brought chairs, no one's got chairs. Everyone's just kind of sitting on the ground, on the grass, watching the river as the sun goes down. And Dakota wanders back up over and he's like, I know that you're more of a spirits guy, but I've got this. And he pulls up a bottle of like this clear, like pale yellow. It's like, someone made honey wine and I brought some because I made a trade. And cup. And he pours like some mead out for everyone in your little group. It's like, to the Germining.
To the Germining.
Woo!
All right.
Toasts. Does anyone want to do anything specific while you're like as the festivities are setting up?
You're not there. That's
Well, I'm taking
Besides Tobi, who's not at the Germining.
I'm taking Kaya to go get a snack or.
There are not a lot of vendors, but there are a few people who've got like who just aren't selling things because it's not really the type of festival where you sell things. You do know there are people who like just brought a surplus of things to like hand out, and you do see actually you would see probably Cinnamon, she's just like, she and her 3 boys are just like, they've got their own setup. Each of them has a pie, including her youngest, who's like 5, who has like brought a pie he's holding that he clearly did not make, but is acting like it's his. He did this.
He did.
But you see, like as you're walking by, like she's got a large basket that's full of like hard candies and like lollipops.
Great. I'm gonna walk up to her. I'm just gonna say, Cinnamon, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Just came out with family, joined the Germining.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hi, Kaya. Kaya is like looking at her youngest son's pie. She's like, and you see like there's like the interaction of small children who aren't quite sure what like the culturally is happening.
yeah.
Yeah.
I am gonna just look over towards the hard candy and go, you mind if I have a couple of those for Kaya just to keep her hands busy?
And she, like a large pile, and it's like, it's gonna be a long night. Better safe than sorry.
I'm just gonna give like a couple of Kaya, and I'm just like, don't tell your mother. Just
give me a persuasion check.
come on. Hans for both our goods. Oh, that's a 24.
Oh shit.
There's a moment of recognition in Kaya's eyes where she goes, "Tell Mom what?"
Yes.
Which sounds clever, but you absolutely know she's heard Cliff say this to you.
Yeah. Shove the rest in my pockets.
I gotta pull up my people doc, not really remembering how many people are in this festival.
Just a couple, like the whole town.
Like the whole town.
Yeah.
Immediately I was like,
Do we need to talk to anyone? I don't think so. Right?
I don't know.
You don't. I know. You just, that was Gracie asking.
I know.
Artemis.
No, Artemis doesn't know either.
Okay, great. Good. Then we're good. We're solid.
Maybe.
there we go.
No, I
don't
think
actually-
we're good.
You look over and Kaya is sharing a piece of candy with, like, already sharing one of the, you gave her how many, like 3 you said?
Yeah.
She's handing, like, sharing with Will, who is Cinnamon's youngest kid.
I should look over at him with the pie, and I look over at Kaya, and I'm just go, you're too young for that right now.
Like, again, one of the things, like, kids don't really understand the cultural relevance of things is like, what? I thought I was just sharing.
No,
It
no.
just, like, pushes her away.
Mm-mm.
You as the sun goes down, you start to see like everyone celebrating, and you see specifically. Actually, you guys can give me perception checks too to see who is catching wind of this. As everyone's going around, like was that a natural one?
That was a natural one.
I got a 17 on the die.
Nice.
Doesn't matter what I get. It's
God knows what that
natural
is,
one.
but
Hey, look, River is very secure.
River might have negative 17. We don't know.
I know that's fair. Then it's just the 1 and the 2.
For perception, right?
Yes.
No, you see everything.
Oh.
No, you see like all manner of like almost everyone in town is here, and specifically what I was going to say is you see riding on a very sluggish Chickakeen, you see Mayor Todrick Gamblin just like tipping his hat to everyone as he walks, like, good people, hello, happy Germining, doing like the parade wave to everyone. And every time he like waves, he tries to do it with 2 hands, and the Chickakeen sort of like shuffles and he almost slides off of it. He's like straightens his flower, straightens his hat. It's like, the festivities will be starting soon. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you. So good to see you. Yes. Hello, you. Yes. Yeah. And like, it's just like making the way. You see he stops for a moment to talk. He like gets off the horse slowly to talk to the horse, the Chickakeen, to talk to one blanket. And you see especially that he is speaking to a tall, thin man in a charcoal suit with a big smile.
No.
No?
No.
Not allowed.
He's stopping to talk to Aislinn Wrought. But what specifically catches your eye is Aislinn is there with his wife and their children, and pointedly there with another couple, who you recognize, Briar Pullman and Briar's parents.
Oh.
Kairos Pullman is at the Germining, which is odd. Like, you would expect them to be working, but they did say they were going to close the factory, so, and that Kairos' side was going to get a day off because they were not behind schedule.
Yeah.
So it's surprising. Weird, maybe too much of a word, but like to see Kairos Pullman out and about amongst the people of town is surprising. Did you were watching Todrick, I'm sure, because you keep an eye on the mayor.
Yes.
So I would say you also see this.
Yes.
Yeah. You have no idea who anyone is.
know
Though
who Aislinn Wrought is.
you did meet the smiling man and his petulant nephew.
I have no interest in going anywhere near them. Ever again.
Same. Same. But I rolled a 1.
The conversation also amongst them seems boring. Like, as you watch them talking, you can see, especially you knowing like the vibe, that Todrick Gamblin does his like best to be like the mayor, and he thinks that everyone likes him, especially the owners of the factory, because he's the mayor and they're the most important people in town from most perspectives. So he thinks they're on good terms, so he's always trying to like maintain things. But you can tell that conversation is strictly just like social niceties and civilities. But after everyone's settled in and gotten some drinks and is relaxing, you hear loud. And another voice in the distance going, "You didn't have to, just calm down." As everyone's attention goes to the riverbank, and you see, Juliana, who Tobi's not there. You see a middle-aged woman of elvish descent, hair thinning at the top, who looks like she has had a not the easiest life. Everyone in town knows this is Juliana Greenthorn. And everyone would know except for River. This is, well, those who, again, small town. This is Celistar's aunt. So she seems to be like coordinating some of the activities, and she's like, "All right, everyone, sun has gone down. Gentlemen, bring them up." And you hear with like lots of fanfare and cheering, and everyone very excited as all like the young unmarried men of town like grab their pies and their cakes, some, and their other like various pastries.
Tiramisu.
Trip.
Glendon looks back at you and goes, "Thanks, sis."
You're welcome.
Can I try and trip him?
Hmm?
I want to trip him.
Yes.
Do you want to try to trip
Yes,
him?
yes,
I
do
do.
it, do it, do it.
Stealthily or like spitefully?
Stealthily.
I think it'll make Faena laugh.
Oh.
God.
Give me, again, but stealthily?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, are you trying to, like, do you want him to know you're trying
No.
to trip him? Okay. In that case, give me a sleight of hand check.
River
Sleight
has
of
been
foot
drinking,
check.
apparently.
This is amazing.
Interesting.
It's a 6.
Alright, we're gonna, I'm trying to use, thank you for the die, I'm trying to use the die more.
Yeah, do it.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Glendon got a 19 on that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay, I guess.
So, regardless of your moderator, you didn't beat a 19.
No.
Or modifier. But you do stick your foot out, and Glendon just like so deftly just like skips over it, with not even tilting the pie in his hands as he almost glides down, floating around, and you see lots of girls whose heads are turning to watch Glenn, as he's known in town, Glenn Crimmins, stroll over to the river.
I'm glad. I'm so hot. I'm so fancy.
Look at my big pie.
Look at my big pie. Yeah.
As
Can I have another drink?
Absolutely.
Yes!
So as all the Crimmins and Muriel are drinking happily, Glenn and all the other young men of marrying age-ish take their pies down and lay them out on the riverbank. Not close enough that the water could touch them, but within ease of reach, and all lie them out. It takes a minute. There's a lot of people in town. There's a lot of young men who have worked very hard. There are a few young men who bought a tiramisu, and we're like, this makes sense. So, and you do see Briar Pullman goes down, puts the tiramisu not super delicately down, turns around and scans the crowd.
I'm just gonna sit here.
You trying to hide?
Yes.
Give me a stealth check.
I will lean in
What?
front of
Yes.
her and
yes.
be like,
advantage. With
Uh,
advantage.
Yeah, sure. If you're gonna help, if you're gonna try to hide Faena, go for it.
I'm large.
With advantage.
Oh.
Natural 20 with whatever modifier. Wait.
That's what
Still +1.
Briar
21.
Pullman looks around trying to pass it off as cool as he can, and stops, looks harder, and as his eyes broach the Crimmins' little picnic plot, you just go and manage to block him or block Faena entirely from his view.
Yes.
And he just walks back over to the prime real estate of the riverbank, where the Pullman and Wrought families have set up.
So much.
Got you.
As all of the young men make their way back to their blankets and picnics and various situations and setups, there is a situation for a moment where you hear, and you see Juliana just like grab the vuvuzela out of his hands, like we did once, it's fine, you don't need another one. And just like, all right, ladies, if everyone is settled, we will begin now. And you see a few like younger girls, like 15, 16, who are up like a shot, who probably already know whose pie they're looking for and are like racing to the river's edge. But everyone else, a lot of the other like women are like getting up, and like basically anyone from like that in that 10-ish year age range, like from like mid-teens to mid-20s, is like up and moving. And you hear and your mother nudges you. Faena, don't be rude.
To who?
Go find a pie.
Whose pie?
I don't care. It doesn't matter. Go find one. And it doesn't.
You really think that's appropriate with Mrs. Hassler right here?
I think it's a cultural thing, and it's fun, and it's not an actual marriage proposal.
River!
Uh-huh.
Let's go find a pie!
I like pie.
And Faena like grabs River and just starts walking.
As you grab River, you hear just the beginning of a conversation of Muriel Hessler going, so is there a thing between the two of them? And your mother going, no, she's just, I don't know what's going on there. She's just being a pain.
Yes.
And so yeah, those pies and tarts, all sorts of mostly things with crusts. You do see a few like cakes or like, and again, a tiramisu.
I'm trying to figure out if I have figured out exactly what this is, and I'm not sure, so I want to make an intelligence check to see if I figured it out, because I don't know how smart I am.
Let me ask. Do you, Artemus, know what's going on?
I do, yeah.
Okay, in that case, we'll set the DC at 15.
Okay. 9.
Nope.
9?
Nope.
9.
Nope.
You know that there's some level of like gender specificity regarding it. Beyond that, I think because no one's really talking about what's happening, I don't think there's enough context for you to really grab it, especially given like with your almost no prior information about the culture of Godfell of Sunburst Falls. Yeah, no, I don't think you have any idea what's going on.
I think that as soon as we get close enough and I see other people taking pies, I'm assuming that people are gonna start actually taking pies.
Young girls, young women are like looking through, seeing like one that they recognize or seeing one that just like it looks like a good pie, and like grabbing it up and holding it up. And then as they like hold it up, you're watching as like they look around and wait for like the young man who made it to go claim it.
Ooh. I just want a pie now.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna start dragging Faena towards the pies.
Give me a perception check.
Okay, let's go. Let's try that again. 15.
15. What kind of pie do you want to find?
I think I want the most juicy looking, so probably like a berry pie.
Mm-hmm.
Something that like looks like scrumptious.
Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
For you, all the pies are red.
Crap!
Here, the filling on all the pies look like you can see like bleeding out in like the crust and in little air holes and air slots, or little ventilations. All of it is red. But you can find, you rolled great. You can find, especially with your modifier, nailed it.
Ooh.
You can find whatever kind of pie you want. I'm informing you that as you look at all of them, they're all red. But you can definitely, like, as you're going, you see someone who very painstakingly, like, cut out, like, the shapes of little, like, berries and leaves and used it to decorate the crust.
Pick a pie.
Which one smells the best? That's what I want to know.
There is one specific one that is like not just does it smell incredible, it is also heaped about like this
Oh,
high
that one.
above. Like they overstuffed that thing.
Fuck yeah.
It's bad. It's honestly it's bad baking techniques, but it looks hilarious
I
and
don't
amazing.
know baking techniques. I want that pie.
Okay, you grab it and like, what do you do?
I'm gonna.
No one's you do see a young woman who's like starting to eye it, and you, enormous river pine, goes to grab it and she goes,
I'm gonna pick it up and immediately bring it over to Faena and just look for approval. Like, good? Did I pick a good one?
And Faena just holds up the pie.
are you grabbing one as well, or
No,
are you
no.
and River getting
Me
a pie?
And River are getting a pie. We're holding it up together. This is what is happening. My mother wanted me to participate, and this is how I'm going to participate.
Oh, amazing.
You kidding? No.
Okay, so as you hold it up, you see
Together.
As you hold it up together, you see, like walking over a like, you know, a little chipper, Furbolg man in his, probably like mid-20s. He's probably like about like right. This is his last Germining before everyone's kind of like, you're a little old for this, but he's not there yet. And you recognize this man, as he, give me a history check,
Okay.
River.
Shit.
Hold
I
on.
need a history
DC.
check?
What the fuck is a history check for me?
Well, history we also use to reference like
Memory.
social stuff, societal stuff.
Okay.
So like governments and laws or social customs, all of that would be history. The DC, we're gonna say, given the way he's dressed, the DC is 15.
11.
You clock the badge on his belt.
Sorry.
And it's sorry, his badge is like a little, it's about yay big. It's bronze, and you recognize it because you've walked past Braun Hall so many times that you see that stamped diamond with the bandit on it. Did I say diamond or did I say shield last time?
You said
diamond.
It's a diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you did say
Good.
diamond.
Yeah. I was like, I wrote it down and then realized that I'd improvised it wrong and I had to change it to what I improvised.
Fine.
So yeah, you see the diamond with the bandit stamped on it, on like clapped to his belt. So you recognize that whoever he is, that's law enforcement.
Okay.
You see with what emotion are you feeling as Daiquiri Jones, deputy sheriff of Sunburst Falls?
Deputy Sheriff?
Deputy sheriff of Sunburst Falls walks up to
That's
you,
the pie you chose?
sees both of you holding it and goes, "Oh, all right. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Faena, and I don't know you. I'm Daiquiri.
River.
A pleasure.
Pleasure.
Hi.
Hi.
Did you both pick this? Do we need to rock, paper, scissors for it or something?
What
This-
do you think?
I don't. I mean, we can just all share it. Great.
We have to share. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'll go. Where are you guys sitting?
Right over here by Mrs. Hassler. Do you want to come sit with us?
Right. Well, yeah. I figured that's the way.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I'll go let the family know.
Great.
And so you guys head back to your blanket. And Daiquiri goes and collects.
Faena's tickled pink by this. Faena's tickled pink by this because I have a feeling my mom is not gonna like this at all. Because this is not a real suitor. This is not a real like proposition. This is Faena and River pulling a bunch of bullshit out of their
That's
asses.
true. So over the years, the like actual marriage idea behind this has really kind of like faded, unless you already have someone you're into and are using this as an excuse to like hang out together. But you're not wrong. That is still the history of it. And so, well, your mom is, encourages you to take part in local festivities,
Right.
local culture.
Right, but she knows that this is 100% just Faena riding on her bullshit.
Oh, absolutely. You walked up there and made River pick the pie. And your mother was watching the whole damn time.
Oh yeah, so Faena is like just
Yeah.
So
As you
tickled
walk
pink
back,
by her
River
shenanigans.
holding the pie.
Yes.
Sarah's looking at you going,
What? You told me to engage in the cultural festivities.
Sarah,
What?
I'm gonna go to Sarah.
Mother-
Thank you for making me feel included.
Oh.
you, bless you. Of course, River.
Sits down
so
with the pie.
that was daiquiris? You don't? No, daiquiri was the man.
Yes.
Are you just being petulant?
Yes.
Oh, look.
Have you not caught on to the relationship?
No, I have. There's sometimes where I say names and you guys go, huh? So,
No, Faena's being petulant. Gracie understands that Daiquiri walked up, but Faena's being petulant.
great. And here comes Daiquiri and both of his parents and his two younger sisters, who are kind of like trailing their own, like, and you watch as River, this is new for you, everyone's getting up and like shuffling picnic blankets and moving around, because it's not really like a one-to-one thing. Everyone's like families are kind of like readjusting so that whoever the girl who picked the pie and the guy who made it are all kind of like shuffling around to like relink up.
Can I really quickly make a perception check on, did anyone choose Briar's pie?
The
Or
tiramisu?
tiramisu?
Give me a perception check. Yes.
Please be good. Natural 20.
Wow.
20?
Natural
Wow.
20.
Two in a row.
Wild.
How
When
are you
Gracie
doing
wants
this?
to know something, Gracie
Yeah.
gets the answer. When
know
Faena
if
wants to
Cliff
know
hit-
something,
but he took
Faena
Cliff's
doesn't get the
spot.
answer.
Yeah,
Cliff.
you see.
With that natural 20, can she also see if someone took Cliff's pie? Because I want to know.
Yeah.
was
We're
gonna
gonna
ask.
get back
Okay,
to that.
okay.
Yeah.
I love Cliff.
You see a young woman named sorry, I'll rephrase that. You look over, like scanning, and you see sitting by with the Pullman and Wroughts, walking over with the pie in hand, and Briar, or the tiramisu, and with Briar next to her is Victoria Thorn's break.
Cool. So not
Yes.
me, and I'm in the clear.
You are in the. Yes.
I'm in the clear.
Okay, was that all you wanted to
Faena's
know?
in
I was
the
like, I'll
clear.
tell you who
That's
she is
all.
for
That's
context.
All I want to know
Okay.
am I in the clear?
No, yeah, Victoria Thorn's break, is walking over with the tiramisu. Real quick, just context. Victoria has no family.
Aww.
She is the town blacksmith, which she inherited from her father when he passed. So,
She deserves better. Where's Glenn? Where's Glendon?
Glendon's walking back with a young woman, and the pie that she picked. And
Do we know the woman?
Yeah, hold on for a minute.
This is pertinent information now.
I understand.
This is who my brother is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have Miette Kosovo,
Okay.
who is she is a young orcish woman, who is very she here's the thing. You know Miette. Miette normally looks like she rolled out of bed and it runs the train station, which, because the train comes every 2 weeks, doesn't have a whole lot to do other than prepare for the next railway or the next time it comes into town. Her hair is in ringlets. She has put on her finest little dress. Very excited. She has done up for this and looks pleased as a peach to be walking up with Glenn
Amazing.
Crimmins.
Is
Good.
Glendon happy? Or...
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He looks thrilled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
As his sister Faena, is still doesn't hate her brother, so she's a little bit happy about that.
Mhm.
But Yeah.
Yeah. So they walk.
Mostly happy that I've been saved from Briar.
Yeah. So Miet's father, who is kind of like an older man, orcish as well. He is actually, for clarity, he is much older. His daughter is very young. He had her at a very late age, and so like it's just the two of them wandering over to take part. And so so basically it's like you've got the Kosovos, you've got the Criminds, you've got Daiquiri's family all coming in. Also, you have Daiquiri's sisters who each picked a pie from someone else, and those families are all coming in. And it's creating this like chain of families and like the breaks, and like as you guys are all settling down, everyone's moving picnic blankets around, everyone's pulling out picnic baskets, and you see, and for you, this being new to you, everyone's opening the baskets and breaking out like lots of picnic food and like passing it up and down the lines. This is massive. It's not just like a courtship thing. It's a big like family joining custom, and all down the river like these chains are being made as food is being passed up and down amongst the families. So Archer, you watch as Cliff goes down and lays out his pie and then waits so nervously. And as you sit there waiting, you see Lisbeth, who is a young woman who works in the factory. But she works on the lathing side. She works on weapons manufacturing. You see, and she like goes up, sees Cliff's pie, looks around, makes eye contact with Cliff, and Cliff goes, and she's like, and goes and grabs it and walks and like holds it up, and Cliff like runs through the crowd back over there.
Yay for
That's
Cliff!
so cute. Oh my god.
And just like, okay.
Yeah. Grabs like and like the two of them very happily walking back over, and you see as Elizabeth's family, who's just her mother and her grandmother, are coming back over to like find you guys and like spread it out.
I feel like this has been a long time coming. Like Archer's just been thinking about like now that his oldest is old enough to court somebody. It's like, okay, I have to like impress the potential in-laws, maybe. Okay. So yeah, I just kind of stand a little bit straighter and like big smile as I see them coming.
Yeah, Lisbeth is honestly like y'all are Earth Genasi, y'all are stocky. Lisbeth is a little human girl. She walks up. She's got her hair like cropped really short. But she is she's dressed in a floral dress for the occasion. You see, she's got like she has a flower crown because she can't her hair's not long enough to do anything with. And so as she like walks up, and you know her mother and her grandmother are like walking up with them, and all of them are like, they're so petite. It's such a small family.
So we're just like looking down, like
a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, but her mom's got like a large picnic basket, and her grandmother's carrying the blanket, and she sees you. She sees you walk up, and she's like, Archer.
Hello.
Hi, what a pleasure.
Yes, I'm happy to have this nice outing with you. I mean, look at this young, beautiful couple.
Absolutely. You see both Cliff and Elizabeth are beaming, and Elizabeth's mom looks and goes, "Did you know about this?"
No.
Yeah, me neither.
No,
and both of them are just like,
You should have seen how long Cliff spent on making this pie.
Well, it looks amazing.
Yes, you do not want to see the one before that, but he's been
calling out the sun.
Trial and error. Sometimes it takes a while.
That's what I'm saying. You have to make mistakes so that you could improve on yourself and like get better in life.
It's true.
Yeah.
Give me a persuasion check.
I love how
DC is
Archer's
15.
I love how Archer's trying to teach like a life lesson
21.
here.
21?
Yeah.
Making a strong impression on Elizabeth's mom.
Aw.
Yeah. She's like, and the grandmother who's kind of like looking at Sloane like, They like lay out the blanket and everyone's you like Cliff's looking at you like, thanks. I was really worried.
Nice pat on the back. And they go, hey, you did the hard work. Now it's just gonna be, make sure you just draw some dice. It's gonna be all sunshines and rainbows from here on out. As I give him like a smile, like almost sarcastically.
Thanks, Dad. Yeah, thanks, Dad. Thanks. And so everyone, like, what did you or did Sloan pack the picnic basket?
It's probably Sloan because I was just at work.
That's fair. Yeah, as you guys are passing out everything, what do you think Sloan would have brought?
Probably whatever is easiest, like sandwiches and maybe like little, not potato salad, but like equivalent.
Yeah, I realize that just what's on the menu.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's why I was quick to it.
Yeah, but as you guys are passing out everything, and you do like everyone like, and your father is in his chair and like passing things, and you see his good eye is like watching Cliff and Lisbeth. He's like, good, good looking couple, cute archer.
Yeah, I'm very happy for him.
Yeah. Me too. Water.
Yeah.
Thanks. And as he coughs, like chalk is because as his internals are just drying out as he like coughs up. His eye doesn't look better, but it's not gotten worse.
Mm-hmm.
Where the cheekbone is sunken in.
Yeah.
And you see as like he like kind of like shuffles and tries to pull the blanket around him more, and your mom goes to like tuck him in and keep him warm in the chair.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on at your blanket? Well, you guys, because you guys aren't participating in the pies, you guys are just drinking.
We're just drinking.
Yeah.
That's we're watching I had placed a bet that Briar was it Briar? Was the nephew?
Briar's the nephew.
Briar's the nephew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kyra's Pullman's son.
Yes. I had assumed that he was gonna get nobody because I know how much of a douche he can be.
Who'd you bet?
I bet Rigby.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Dakota looks you dead in the eye and goes,
Fine.
5 kappa. Lovely.
Okay.
Love it. I'm going to spend this on you.
I know.
At your bar.
That's the reason I bet you.
So really, you'd have a great, like betting me or Jeremiah. You really lost nothing.
I just don't think Jeremiah has the money to bet. I just didn't want to get. He didn't need another habit. Is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So. Yeah.
You look over, Jeremiah is lying on the ground. Sitting next to Jeremiah, who found you during everyone sitting down, is Jeremiah's wife.
Yeah.
Who is looking at you, just going like, "Can I have more of that?"
Absolutely.
Thanks. It's like he holds out her cup for more. It's like, honestly, I should thank you. Just keep him out of the house. But God, he's so loud.
Are you?
Yeah.
Is there divorce in this world?
You do not get in the middle of other people's married life.
I'm just wondering. In this made up world.
In
So
Telev,
shiny. Yeah.
the world, or in Sunburst
in
Falls, the
Sunburst
town you
Falls.
live in?
The town that we live in.
Answer for Tobi, who knows this. No, you don't have to roll. I'm going to tell you, because you would know this. Both partners would have to live long enough in town.
Oh,
Okay.
Which is not it is less than 50% chance that both partners in a marriage will live long enough to see divorce.
Okay.
Does that interest you at all? That question?
That question?
Yeah.
Somewhat, I guess. Like,
Give me a history check. DC 10.
17.
Jeremiah he saw what was happening. Jeremiah used to work in the mines. Saw what was happening to other people and quit. You know that he full on, like, he's one of the few people who quit the mines before he could get anthracite poisoning. And his wife works in the factory. They don't make a lot of money, but Jeremiah is one of the few people who was like, I'd rather be poor. I'd rather be impoverished than die of an anthracite poisoning in the mines. And so they don't have a lot of money, but they're both still alive. So
Right.
it was a conscious choice on Jeremiah's part.
Okay.
That's a thing that rarely happens because it's a hard life out here and people need money. But like they were like, we'd rather scrape by and live than have an average income. I wouldn't say a good one, but yeah.
Yeah.
So. In particular that, but right now Diana, who is Jeremiah's wife, is basically just like drinking and like ignoring the fact that her husband is like sloshily snoring next to her on the ground and just enjoying watching everything happen. So we're gonna take a pause there, go back to the factory.
Why are we going back there? What's happening there?
Oh, you
Nothing much.
don't act
Yeah,
so
that's-
innocent.
I thought we're having a fun
I'm
time.
gonna
We're having
follow
a
Tobi.
great
Yeah,
time.
you guys are having a great, fun, fantastic time.
Let's see if Tobi lives today.
That part.
Just remember, breathe really deep.
I'm gurgling. I know.
You're gurgling.
So Tobi, you have broken into Pullman Wrought when it was quiet and dark and everyone was at the Germining, and snuck up the catwalk to go inspect the offices and see if anyone was in the offices, where you heard a noise and smelled a very unpleasant scent of rotting flesh and cinnamon, and then heard someone walking amongst the machines.
Yeah. So right now, I'm trying to like crouch as low as I can, hoping that because there's bars on the catwalk, right?
Like a railing?
Yeah, like a
Of
railing.
course.
Okay,
Safety
so-
first at P&W.
Oh yes, yes, 100%. And how well can you like see through the bars? Like,
Completely. It is a safety railing. It is like that. It's that setup, like old industrial setup of 2 metal beams with a post every 6 to 8 feet.
okay, got it. Okay, so I'm just crouched down and I'm looking around to see if I can find what is walking around.
Oh, well, you may remember that before we wrapped the last session, you saw a 12-foot tall
Oh, right,
stone man
Yes.
walk out from behind one of the machines. What are you doing?
I am trying to figure out which way would be the quickest out, where it's furthest from him, from the 12-foot man.
Tricky. The closest exit would be the one that you came from, but that would require you going back down the steps to the first floor, which is 30 to 40 feet down. And he'd have a clear view of you if you try to like walk down the steps.
Okay.
Or you're currently above him. He hasn't looked up. You could try to cross the catwalks to another area in the factory and see what's going on and like try to find an exit where he is not.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Are you trying to do this
I'm trying
quickly
to-
or quietly?
I'm trying to do it quietly.
Oh,
Hmm.
not the jingly die.
You have to beat the DC based on his perception check is a 12.
Oh, okay.
He did not roll great.
It's stealth.
Stealth.
Okay. Ain't no fucking way. 7.
Oh no!
At the edge of the top of the staircase, you take 3 steps across the catwalk, and those heavy combat boots on the metal floor of the catwalk. Tink, tink, tink. And you stop. And you see as his eyes go right up to you.
God damn it.
Backlit against the fucking moonlight coming through that skylight.
Okay.
If only the moon had decided to not be so bright. There's a moment where you lock eyes with a man who is 5 times bigger than you. And he turns, not stopping or not breaking eye contact with you. You see he turns his head and calls out in a low voice like gravel to someone behind him. And you hear a return of something like nails on a chalkboard.
All right, then I'm just like covering my ears and I'm trying to see who he's talking to.
Give me a perception check.
It's 19.
You are on the catwalk that crosses the factory, which is effectively a long walkway with all the office doors on it, that ends on the other side of the factory with the staircase that goes down into processing. And as you hear that, I want to clarify, I said nails on a chalkboard. That's a voice. And as you like look for whoever he's talking to, you hear, because that person up onto the catwalk. It's hard to see because it's dark and they're far away. The factory is massive. But you see a person, dark figure, a cloak, probably, because of the way it drapes. Might be wings, might be smoke for as all you can fucking see from the other side of the catwalk. But they are dark, and they are walking towards you in the shadows.
Okay. I'm running down the stairs.
You run back down the stairs?
I'm running back down the stairs. There ain't no fucking way I'm going towards them.
Okay, so you go running down the stairs, and you hear that same person shouting back down, that of their voice, and the stone man lumbers across this like gargantuan creature, makes it to the top of, or to the bottom of the staircase and slams his hand across it as you're walking down. You're not anywhere near him yet, but he's clearly blocking your path.
I'm gonna try my best to just... How big is his arm? Like his hand?
He could put your entire head in. I will remind you, his entire hand wrapped around Faena.
Yeah, that's this guy. That's why I said breathe deep.
Yeah, you the player would know this is the same person
Right.
that Faena encountered, and his whole hand wrapped around her. What are you doing?
How far did I make it down the stairs?
Like 6 feet.
And it's 40.
He moved real fast.
Okay.
Yeah, it's yes, you've got about another 30 feet, and I will say steps. A foot a step.
It's literally only 2 ways. Can I go in?
No.
I can- there's
The
multiple
catwalk spreads.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going
It
back.
is one catwalk that goes
Yeah.
all the way across, and that's where that person's coming from. He's blocking your stairs, but the catwalk crosses the whole factory like a grid system.
I
Okay.
have a question.
Yeah.
How is no one hearing this outside of the building?
You ever been outside of a massive factory?
Yeah, you can't hear jack shit.
I'm just
No,
you know, because
they're. I will clarify. They're like the noises that their voices are making are fucking awful, but they're still like person talking volume.
okay, so they're not echoing off of because big metal factories. Lots.
Yeah,
of,
but it's
yeah.
not enough to hear them outside of the building.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
if
like,
anyone
the-
else were coming inside here, you'd have absolutely an idea, but like not really.
Right, because there are people outside of the door.
Who are waiting for Tobi's signal.
Right.
So I'm running back up the stairs.
Going up the stairs.
And then I am splintering off.
Yeah, take a hard right.
Yeah.
Good, go.
Gone.
You like around, and the way the offices are set up, you're putting the offices between you and the cloaked figure.
Okay.
So booking it as you. Give me a perception check as you're running.
17.
That's good. you see well in the dark, and Pondell is bright tonight. The moon gives you full light coming in through those skylights. So as you hear like the stone man not coming up those steps, which probably won't hold his weight, something else come running across. Like you hear like skittering of too many feet coming across the catwalk. You look and you see there's a figure in the offices. Someone in the offices who has a folder in front of them, and that you rolled well. Did you say what was it?
17.
17? Yeah, you see them like with a file open or folder open, like flipping through papers. And as you look at this person, you can't, details hard, but silhouettes are easy. So you can get like enough of a look, like you can see a person, but you can't like see their face. What you can see are eyes as they look up at you. They're the kind of eyes that animals have that reflect light back at you. As you are running, and they are watching, and they watch as you go running down the catwalk.
I'm gonna try to get as far as I can from that room.
There are multiple staircases down. I'm just letting you know. It's
Down?
a grid system. So there are plenty of staircases down because the factory is enormous.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to go down and then go into an office. Are there any offices on
There
the
are not
floor?
offices on the floor.
Okay.
The offices are all up top so that
Okay.
managers can oversee the factory.
All right, then I'm just gonna go down and then try to make my way around the stone man where he can't see me.
Pick a side, manufacturing or processing?
For processing.
Processing, heading to the anathracite side. So yeah, you book it, drop down there. The side that you guys were planning on sabotaging, or are planning on sabotaging. As you get down, drop down, are you trying to hide? Stealth check. Hold on. It's gonna be a 25.
Oh my God.
Come on,
You're
natural 20. Natural 20.
One. You could, but a nat 20 is still a nat
We
20.
do, we respect a critical
Okay.
success.
All right, not 20, please. I have a 10.
That's not a net.
You
20.
you run down the stairs, clack, 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 clack. Heavy combat boots on metal steps as you quietly run down the stairs. Make your way to the concrete floor and go running and slide behind these massive cooling systems that you know like funnel so much water at a time through, like chilling it to like blast clean rock from an anthracite. And as like you're running through and you like duck down to hide, you hear and something walking through between the machines. You don't see anyone, but you hear footfalls aimed right towards you.
I'm going to sort of circle the machine that I am by. Sorry. So that I can just hide from whatever's sniffing.
You're trying to keep between you and them.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're walking, trying very hard to like listen for footfalls, but not see it, and walk stealthily in your combat boots.
God.
As you as you walk through, as you like are move,
Take off.
Yeah, I'm like,
Take off your boots.
do you
them off.
want to stop and take the minute and a half to unlace your combat boots and take them off?
I don't have a zipper on
We
them.
just need
No.
Really?
Look, mine do.
Zippers in
We
this
have
world.
we have
Not all
we have,
boots
in this
look, we have
world.
sporks and we have brunch. We don't have zippers.
What?
No, you. I will say. Period. There's zipper. People didn't put zippers on their shoes back then.
Well,
It's buttons all the way down.
sorry, history
Yes,
screwed
it's
you.
buttons
I know.
all the way down.
No.
Not even laces.
Damn.
No, I will say like, yeah, I would let you, but it takes time to unlace combat boots.
I'm not gonna
You
do
were
all
very
that.
specific about your character's wardrobe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like as you are circling, you are hearing your own heavy footfalls echoed by the footsteps of something else on the other side of the machine. Real quick. I need a perception check with disadvantage because you are not paying attention.
Okay. Okay. Are you just gonna have the disadvantage number?
No, you roll twice and give me the lower one.
Okay. 18.
It's good.
Please be
good.
19.
Yeah. Right.
Or 20. No,
That's not a.
Please.
That's literally how that works. So the table
Four.
giveth, the table taketh away. So what was that?
It was a 4.
No modifiers for perception?
6.
6 is better than 4.
It is better than
6
4.
is better than 4.
Mm-hmm.
As you are paying very close attention, you're doing a good job keeping that that big piece of machinery between you and whatever's hunting you, and you don't feel the cable snag your foot as you trip over it, stumbling, catching yourself, and you turn and see that cable, and you watch as you follow the eye line of it all the way to the bundle of brownish red sticks it is tied to. And working in the mines, you recognize dynamite. At the Germining. So, everyone who's on the riverbank.
What?
Everyone.
You have a weapon now.